What's happening, Chinchans? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our channel.
Hey, gentle friends, welcome back to our channel. I'm even thrown off now.
We're back with another video, and it is a If I Were You episode. Yeah. So we have selected two gender giants where we'll be reading out their scenarios. They will be kept anonymous, and we'll let you know what we would do if we were in the situation. Let us know in the comment section down below as well what you would do if you were in the gender giant situation.
Yeah, and thank you for trusting us with these scenarios. Yes, we are keeping you anonymous, but thank you for trusting us.
Yeah.
If you're new to this channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button in order for you to become a gentle giant. So without any further ado, let us get right into the video. Before
we actually get into the video, if you are wondering where you can send us your scenarios, please email them to us. You guys, please don't DM us your scenarios on our personal Instagram accounts because they get lost. We have quite a number of DMs there. So rather email us your scenarios because it's easier to find there and easier to keep track of at Siza Mzwandile@gmail.com. Okay, so if we do send them privately to us and we don't respond, they probably have gotten lost. Okay, so first scenario. Okay, anyways, let me cut to the chase. So she said a whole lot of stuff. We love you. We appreciate you. Okay. Anyways, let me cut to the chase. I've been dating this guy for the past 11 months now. When we first met with the guy, it was at a very noble place. So I assumed he was of noble character or traits rather. And I honestly feel like everything escalated very fast within the talking stage of our relationship when we ended up dating. I wouldn't say I knew him very well at the time. We made things official. Okay, I wouldn't say I really knew him at the time we made things official, right? But 2 to 3 months within the relationship, the guy started opening up to me about his past. Then 4 months into the relationship, this guy showed me how he is not as Christian as I thought he was due to what he believes in and what he practices, which for me was a problem considering my expectations based on where we met. Also, 4 months into the relationship, this guy showed me how much of an outgoer he is. He does not mind drinking every day or chilling with his friends every weekend, which I was not aware of in the first place. And I have a problem with that because I cannot tolerate a guy of such behavior when the lifestyle is very different to mine, or even imagine him as a father or a husband to me per se. I told some of my friends about this, and some did not understand why I'm being bothered because we are still very young. But in all honesty, I really want to end things with him because I do not see a future with a person of his character, but I do not want to have to explain myself to him as he would not understand, or he would rather brush off things and convince me he will change. The big issue to me is really his religion versus the kind of man I would want to build with, a God-fearing man. My question is, do you think I am missing out on an opportunity to enjoy dating at a young age because I expect people to have matured or be focused on the end goal the same way I have? And also, do you think staying with him and trying to help him grow will work out, even though it's really exhausting because he's 7 years older than me but acts way younger than me? Thank you. The crux of the matter is, do you guys think I should just settle for this guy and try and change him, or just leave? Okay, so personally, for me, I would leave, right? And I get you're not comfortable with sharing why you want to leave, but other people would appreciate closure by you explaining why I'm leaving you because of X, Y, and Z, right? But also, nalapho, you're not forced to actually explain to him why you're leaving. You can literally just wake up one day and say, listen, this relationship is not serving me anymore. It's not giving me the good vibes that I wanted it to give me from the get-go, and I am out. right? So personally for me, I would be comfortable with telling this guy why I am leaving. And the reason also I would want to tell him is so that abandon mistakes work, right? So that he's able to maybe grow from this experience, him possibly losing the love of his life because of his behavior. On that as well, I'm not saying that this guy's behavior is childish. I am saying that I do acknowledge that the behavior is not for you, granted. But maybe that's just how he's choosing to live his life, you know? Maybe you guys are just not compatible. Maybe from the get-go there was a bit of a disconnect in terms of understanding who exactly you are dating, right? So I would definitely leave. Never settle. Ladies, never settle. Ladies, you're always asking me how I got Mzwandile. Never settle, okay? If I had settled, I wouldn't have my husband, you know. Also, one thing that I also keep preaching is that us as bigger women tend to settle very easily because the little amount of attention that we get from one passerby or the first guy, we are ready to give him the world. So never settle. If you have your standards and you know exactly who you want, what you want, then fine, good, you know, stick to that. It's going to come. It's really going to come. But in life, with anything that comes your way, whether it's your career, whether it is relationships, whether it is friendships, never settle. If you feel like something is not serving you the good that you wanted it to serve you from the get-go, or it's not doing as well as it used to, then it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. You don't have to also explain yourself to anyone or everyone. So yeah. Okay. And also, you're not missing out on anything. If you know what you want, then out. Also, personally, for me, Mzwandile is my first. Like, my husband was the first guy I slept with, and I just feel like I did not miss out on anything, and I'm really comfortable with that. Like, I'm okay with having only slept with one man in my life, and he's the only man I'm ever gonna sleep with. God, please don't take him. But yes, but yeah.
Okay, you look so pretty.
Thanks, my husband.
Okay. For me, okay, I hear all of that, and you rightfully said that you would leave and all of that. Mm. But I think stepping out of this particular scenario and actually going to where it all started in the first part of the scenario and all of that is that, if I got this correct, is that she met this guy at a particular place and did not think that this person would be this way as time went, or when he finally opened up. I think as people, we need to stop. This is kind of like judging a book by its cover. We need to stop doing that. Wait,
and I'm guessing they met at church.
Probably. Could be church, could be a church camp.
Guys are the worst also.
Don't say that, babe. Don't say that. But the point I'm trying to make is that let us not judge books by their cover, because I know a lot of people that see girls at clubs and all these things, dancing, twerking, having fun, drinking, and they say, no, they're not wife material and all of that. But people are allowed to have fun. People are allowed to do things they want to do. So we shouldn't do that, because you'll actually find that the girls that you find at clubs are even more proper, if I can put it, than church girls.
You said so, you go to church guys are the worst.
No, it's just an example.
Okay.
But that's the point I'm trying to make, that let us not judge people by where we meet them and where we find them and all those type of things. So
yeah.
But yeah, so that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Club.
So next scenario.
We hope you helped you, baby girl. Okay. Hi guys, I hope my mail finds you well. I am in a relationship with the love of my life, and we are planning on moving in together to start our own family. However, as all couples always have arguments, I and my woman had a misunderstanding when I asked her to let me take care of everything she needs, so she doesn't have to ask favors from her ex, right? Such doesn't sit well with me, and I personally wouldn't wish to have her feel the way I do about exes in our relationship. I do love her. My question is, should I not bother myself about who helps her if I am not there at that particular moment and focus on our relationship? I really love her. Please do advise what your thoughts are in my situation. I and my partner love you guys. Okay, thanks for your work, Steve.
I think with this particular scenario, I think there's two things that I want to mention. The first thing is that I think this is where communication is important. Like we're always stating that communication is important. And I feel like just tell your partner how you feel about this particular situation and all of that, but also communicate the role exes play in your relationships. I know there are certain couples that go into a relationship and speak and say, you know what, I broke up with my ex because of A, B, and C. It didn't work, but we're still good friends. Are you okay with that? There are certain people that say, exes, I no, for whatever reason, I do not want you to speak to your ex or whatever. So those things are things that need to kind of like be established within your relationship. So clearly, to some extent, I feel like this is something that has not been discussed, given that you are suffering alone with this issue of a particular ex helping you and all of that. So I think try and figure that thing out, but most importantly, communicate with your partner, tell them how you feel and with this particular thing. The second thing, and I feel like it shouldn't necessarily be your fault, but I think the second thing is that, and this is to everyone as well, but I feel like, and this is an example I'm gonna kind of give because it's associated and related to an ex. It might be a bit off, but it might somewhat help. I hope it helps. But I feel like going into a relationship, when you finally decide that I'm going to marry someone, when you finally decide that I'm going into a committed relationship and dating this person and this person only, that is you accepting that they're going to have certain flaws, they're going to have certain strengths, they might not be financially well off and all those type of things, right? And I feel like by doing that, you are now saying to yourself that if my boyfriend does not have money or if my girlfriend does not have money, I am not going to go to another guy, I'm not going to go to an ex, I'm not going to go to another girl and ask for that to be filled in, excuse me. So I feel like to some extent, I don't want to say this about your partner, but I feel like there shouldn't be that replacement that if you can't do something, then another guy is doing it, especially an ex. That is what kind of like makes it worse, that it's an ex. So I feel like, guys, when we go into relationships, let us let us respect our relationship, but let us also accept that we won't find everything within our relationship. If it's an emergency, I'm not saying it's a different thing, but if it's an emergency, I guess we can source help from people out there and all of that, family mostly or friends and all of that. But I feel like if there is something missing in your relationship, be it money, be it whatever, let us not try and replace it if we have not tried to find it and fix it within. So by all means, I think communicate with your partner, tell them that you're not happy about this, you're not comfortable about this. And I feel like exes, guys, in relationships, yes, other people break up and all of that, but exes can be a problem, especially the ones sometimes you try and say, no, we broke up, like we didn't have a bad breakup, we still good friends. Those ones, the minute you start getting happy, they're like, man, that friendship kind of like changes and whatever. So I think personally exes should be a no in your relationship, especially them helping and all of that.
No, especially them helping. I personally feel like as the girl, like if I go to my ex and I ask for help, do you know how much disrespect that is to my husband or boyfriend? Because
and vice versa,
exactly, because now my ex is gonna be looking at Mzwandile as this failure of a man or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like I'm my ex happy, guys. You know, so let us respect ourselves, let us respect our partners, let us respect our relationships. If they are missing stuff or feel like you need replacements in certain areas, then speak to your partners. You come to a conclusion together, and also set those boundaries beginning of a relationship. I am not comfortable with you speaking to your ex. I'm not comfortable with you still having a relationship with your ex. I'm not comfortable with you asking your ex for money or whatever. So just so we're all on the same page from the get-go. But we hope you helped, you guys. Let
us know in the comment section what you would do in those particular scenarios. And man.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining us.
I'll see you.
See you. Bye.
Ciao.